The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. At the time, Jesus left Samaria for Galilee, for Jesus himself testified that a prophet has no honor in his native place. When he came into Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, since they had seen all he had done in Jerusalem at the feast, for they themselves had gone to the feast. Then he turned to Cana in Galilee, where he had made water wine. Now there was a royal official whose son was ill in Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus had arrived in Galilee from Judea, he went to him and asked him to come down and heal his son who was near death. Jesus said to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will not believe." The royal official said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "You may go, your son will live." The man believed what Jesus said to him and left. While the man was on his way back, his slaves met him and told him that his boy would live. He asked them when he began to recover. They told him, "The fever left him yesterday about 1 p.m. The father realized that just at the time Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live." And he and his whole household came to believe. Now, this was the second sign Jesus did when he came to Galilee from Judea. The Gospel of the Lord. The first reading from the book of Isaiah, a vision presented of a new heaven and new earth, where sadness and pain give way to joy, life and peace. This passage captures God's promise of renewal and his unwavering commitment to ushering in the world filled with harmony and blessing. Meanwhile, our responsorial psalms serve as a celebratory songs of gratitude and praise for God's interventions in the life of the psalmist. It recounts themes of healing, rescue, and the transformation of grief into joy. Sing praise to the Lord, you his faithful ones, and give thanks to his holy name. And not only physical healing, and also emotional healing, because it talks about, for his anger lasts but a moment, a lifetime his goodwill. Then the transformation of a grief into joy. You change my mourning into dancing. O Lord my God, forever I will give you thanks. The Psalms underscores God's power to bring happiness from sorrow and life, from death, echoing the transformative message of Isaiah. Brothers in Christ, the gospel narrative shares the story of Jesus healing son of a royal official, illustrating his dominion over illness and death. This reading underscores Jesus' role as the one who restores life and brings hope to those who believe in him. fulfilling the promises found in Isaiah at the thanksgiving expressed in Psalm 30. Notably, there is an intriguing contrast in Jesus' words. If you notice, initially he seemed almost prostrated when he remarks, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will not believe." That remarks is not really in order that this official will be discouraged, but just for inform a sort of reflection. Because later on, he quickly proceeds, however, he quickly proceeds to heal the boy, telling the official, "Your son will live." What accounts for this apparent discrepancy between his word and his action? It is important to understand that Jesus' initial remarks are not merely a critic. They are a reflection of truth. And that's the reason once that maybe many of you have an spiritual directors, and not only a sweet word that you have heard from your spiritual directors, or counselors, or confessors. It's okay, go that one. No. Sometimes, in order to guide you, even with the priest, with our spiritual director, and Padre Pio, how many times? Are you sure that you are repented? What are you doing? Go and come back after 1 month. Come back after 2 months and try your best. And that's not because, not only for that, in order to be discouraged and a little bit indifference like that, or a sort of upset. No? Why? The priest did not give me the absolution. What I'm doing? Why the director said that I will come back for 2 months, for 3 months, because I would like to talk to him every day or every week like that? No. And what really Jesus did in the gospel today? Just giving him a sort of reflection. He recognizes that many people possess a fragile faith, and that the signs of wonders can sometimes aid individuals in coming to a deeper belief. While the need to witness miracles is not the ideal scenario, Jesus engages with this yearning, using it a pathway to offer faith. The key takeaway is that Jesus' primary objective was not solely about physical healing, though it was a profound act of love, but rather to enhance the Father's faith by granting him the gift of his Son's healing. And also, not only the instant healing. This happened, yes. But many of us, there is a process of healing. Don't be confused. Those Protestant or some movements who pretended that right now you can walk, right now you can be delivered, whatever your anxiety, whatever your depression, because you will receive the emotional healing, purification of the memory, and grace of forgetfulness. It's a process. There is a process for that. No? In the times that you have to reflect, mortify your senses. Instead that you might people really provoking you in order to be upset, but try to mortify, not to be more calm, not immediately reacted like a choleric person, but I try my effort to be more calm and serenity. And that's the part of healing. That's the part of your conversion. Like what Saint Francis de Sales, while he preached, he's a bishop of Switzerland. Then suddenly somebody entered with a horse, because I think it's the pastor of the Lutheran pastors provoking Saint Francis de Sales. Really a blasphemy, really a profanation during the Mass. Then somebody riding the horse and asking Saint Francis, can you explain me? Why are you saying that Mass is sacrament, the Eucharist, like that, no? But Saint Francis de Sales, he did not really react immediately. Go! No. Calm down, okay? I can talk to you like that, no? For the patient. And he practiced that day by day. And during his death, found out almost 25 wrapped in gallstones because of that mortification, because of that. No? And that's the way that he was sanctified and became a great saint. One of the protector of those who suffer immediately got patient, no? Paciencia. What is it in Christ? And also, thus, sometimes this manifests a sign of wonders. Other times, it might be comforting presence during trials without any visible miracle. Our mission is to pursue faith by allowing God action in our lives to nurture and strengthen it. Take a moment to reflect on your own level of faith and trust today. Consider how you can discern God's action in your life to inspire greater faith. Remember, not only according to St. Maxime de Colbe, sweet caramel, but sometimes also food that we don't like. And it's a part. Pain, sickness, problems. But hold on to Him, trust in His love, and seek Him in all circumstances. He will never disappoint you. Lord, I ask that you increase my faith. Help me to recognize your presence in my life and discover your perfect love in everything. As I witness your work, may I come to know your love with greater clarity. Jesus, I trust in you. Together, these readings highlight the transformative power of God's love, the restoration He offers, and His call for us to trust Him, even though challenges. They remind us that God remains faithful to heal, renew, and bring joy to His people. What aspect of these messages resonate with you the most? That's a sort of reflection today. And let us seek Mary's intercessions during Lent to help us open our hearts, minds, and souls to the graces that God's wishes bestow upon us, enabling us to live in accordance with His will. Through our faith and obedience, we can become instruments of God's love, bringing hope to those in need and offering healing and deliverance to those who are suffering physically, psychologically, and spiritually. Praise be Jesus and Mary, now and forever.